Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Brahma Mirastriparan Takare. Banushashi Bamisito. Buddhasha Gurusha Shukra. Shani Rahu Keteva. Sarvigraha Shantikara Bhavantu. Om. Om Hrim Shukraya Namaha. Well, greetings and welcome to another episode of the Kozmickev 100. Formerly, the show was called Cosmic Cream. Another time it was called the Planetary Persuader. So we've had different names, but Kozmickev 100, since it is, the email, the YouTube name for this show, that's where we have it. Like it, subscribe it. We're here to give you straight up astrology, no BS. Doing it in accordance with the tropical Western astrology system mostly, but I do throw in my insights to sidereal and where the planets and stars are all aligning right now, as far as we know it, because know the truth will set you free. And let's look at this weekend. So, like, if we were looking at the moon, we'd have to look to the constellation of Virgo, look up in the sky, and then we'd find the moon in the part of Virgo known as Shitra. Of course, that's later on going to be in Libra, so we could even say it's Libra most of the day. So Libra will dominate in both systems most of Friday, which is a Venus-ruled day, both in. And Shitra is a shining jewel. Shitra is ruled by Vashtar, the celestial archetype. It's a Mars-ruled nakshatra. That means that it demands a sense of action. It's half Virgo, half Libra. So that's a part of the sky you look to see the moon. I mean, it is diminishing because we're getting, it's waning. And we're getting close to a new moon that's going to happen on Tuesday afternoon, and that'll be in the constellation of Scorpio in the Jyeshtha nakshatra, and that's like the oldest sister, and it's the final part of Scorpio. It's people ruling merit. Now, and of course, in Western astrology, we'd say we've got a Libra moon today, and then we'd say the sun's in Sagittarius, and then we would say that the new moon is sun and moon in Sagittarius. I think where it really comes down to is, like, we're in this place also of, like, what have we accomplished? We're in the northern hemisphere where 90% of the human population is. The sun is diminishing as far as its ability to cast light. And so, we're in that wind down before winter solstice. It happens on the 21st of December. So just another, couple of weeks of it getting 2 weeks of darkness, and then there'll be this gradual return to the light, which is so uplifting, and we all want that. And Shitra, its ruling deity Vashtar or Vishvakarma, it's like bringing order in the universe, but it's also about celebrating life. It's about celebrating the difficulties, and that the difficulties are what agitate this oyster and give it this symbol of a pearl, which, how valuable is that? So while you're out there Friday, think of that, pearl of great price, and think about doing creative stuff, making art, buying handmade crafts for Christmas, doing everything you can to really help local and just soulful things that are real. And let's bring that soulfulness to the holiday season. As I'm recording this, it's the first night of Hanukkah, and it's Thursday night, and I want to say Hag Zmeneach, and encourage people to celebrate, welcome the light and the value of light. I think as it goes away, we appreciate it more. Okay, we're going to just do it sign by sign, starting with you, Aries. So, greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, one thing I didn't talk about much is that Mercury's going retrograde this week. That actually happens, I think, late Tuesday night. So Wednesday morning, you'll notice it. So it's like, get things done, before Wednesday. And, you'll have that 3-week Mercury retrograde to deal with. I mean, I would say with you, Aries, it's just like watch out for anything that's shadowy. Watch out for anything that's underhanded and not real. Sagittarius time's a lucky time for you. It's a ninth house. It symbolizes higher education, travel, your father, your karma, and it can be good fortune and good luck bestowed upon you, and just having faith. It's also about helping other people too, to an extent, because you've been blessed. You become more generous with others. That's what we want to bring about here. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, right now for Taurus, with Venus in your 7th house, transiting in Scorpio, it's just like the love vibe's a little stronger. You're going to be able to be a little more diplomatic. You're able to make more peace. You're also able to spruce up your workplace a little bit, make it a little bit nicer, so people like that. I mean, Sagittarius time is kind of like other people's property and stuff for you, so it's not necessarily like you're super all excited about it, but your good fortune time happens, at the end of December and first few weeks of January. So I mean, get ready for that. It's good things are on the horizon. It's just like you have to take the good with the bad. All right. Greetings, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so Danger Will Robinson. Mercury's going to go retrograde. I mean, I think this is not a good time to get into debt this week, because a lot of things will be considering finances and maybe even your spouse's finances. And it's also about your intuition, what you're sensing. And, really to be intuitive and sense the right thing, you have to give yourself space. You can't just like be do. And it's like one of my counselors said, we're human beings, we're not humans doing. I always think, thank you for that. Bonnie, that was such a good analogy and a useful thing to remind ourselves to allow ourselves to be. So, I mean, my Gemini thing is like Sagittarius is like your partnership sign. So this is a time of both love and also a time when you're focused maybe a little more on your career, your partnerships, your commitments, how you want to be seen, how you're being seen. And can look at that. Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. Some moons all over the place. I mean, I would think by Friday night, moon goes into Scorpio. I mean, that's your 5th house. So this weekend is dominated by the Scorpio moon. And it's the waning moon. And so, I think it's a lot of stormy, sort of like sometimes called a... there's exalted moons, and then there's moons that are in debilitation. The thing about the moon, why it's exalted in Taurus, is because Taurus is satisfied. It's dealing with satisfaction. And Scorpio, in some ways, can deal with desire, which really indicates dissatisfaction. Also, creativity. There's nothing to be creative about unless you're dissatisfied with something. So Scorpios are trying to kind of remedy, and it's like they're elixirs of fertility, and that's the vibe. That's the vibe. It's love and life and creativity and real intimacy that's based on something that's not fake. Ooh. So that's going to be good for you. Earlier in the week you'll be dealing with just getting by, paying your bills, trying to stay in shape. There's just too many Christmas cookies out there, Cancer. That's really what the story is. It'll be a little more lovey-dovey, romancy by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, well, greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, Sagittarius time works so well for Leo because it's the 5th house, so really puts you in your own element, helps you be a better teacher, helps you be better with your kids, helps you to bring on the kind of heartfelt generosity that you really like to be known for. Like, I like to think, unless you're like arrogant or constantly drunk, Leo's a sign that sort of values its reputation to some extent. So at least it wants to be loved and it wants to love others. So I think there's more opportunity for that this week. So I want you to just feel that, act upon it, and keep on being you. Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. Earlier this morning, the moon will be in your sign. Going into, well, it's going to be in Libra all day. So it's your second house. You might bring in some money for you, actually. It has the second house has a way of manifesting. So you get creative, in your cooking works when this happens. Sagittarius time is really like, it's sort of introspect for Virgo because it's the fourth house. And it's like, okay, these are the people who are my tribe and my family, and I want to nurture them. I want to hang on to them. And I don't really know what's going on. And I guess what's going on doesn't really matter because so many things are so deep. And we have to give thanks for everyone who's done anything good. So just like slowing down and noticing the good, because you've got this reputation of being critical, but it's like, find out the good. And of course, Mercury's going to go retrograde on Wednesday, by Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. So it's like, yeah, and it's in Capricorn, which is nice. It shows like you're having fun, your kind of playfulness with words and your own intelligence. There's a little bit of kind of this flirty energy going on with it too, but it's also like using creative genius and benefiting from it. And I think like Mercury's going to call you on your creative genius this week, and I think you'll have fun, sticking around locally in your neighborhood this weekend. Okay, greetings, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, it's like a beautiful day out there, and Sagittarius is your third house. That's friends and siblings and people you grew up with, elementary school through high school, even undergrad. And this whole mindset of taking more things in, learning, becoming curious about things, taking risk, having courage. That's a big part of it. That's what this new moon is really going to be about for you, is like, I need to take more courage. I need to move myself forward in areas I haven't allowed myself to get into yet. So there's some real blessings in that. So it's like what ultimately I get from this is that you need some faith, and that you're going to get rewarded, or you'll reward yourself. And just try not to spend too much. Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. This is like a time for you to manifest. And sometimes the first thing we have to do with manifest is get rid of things. We have to make space for what we want to manifest. So I think that's a lot of what you're learning this week. This weekend is made for Scorpio, moon's in Scorpio. So it's like you've got a lot more of your game on than you would think. And so act accordingly. Be okay with having your game on. And realize that you're coming into some really positive things, and you just got to be patient with it as it goes. And it's hard to be patient when you have Mars in your second house, so it comes with money and tools and things. And so you just have to keep everything on the chill and continue to manifest and realize that even in communications, making space for that. Mercury's in your third house, so you should be communicating really well, but this Mercury retrograde is like, okay, what do I really want to do? Who do I really want to know? What's really worth talking about and what's not? Well, hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Of course, this weekend, it'd be a good time to just kind of like pay debts. And anyone around you, or whoever's around you, just take a more spiritual view and just see this as like a weekend where your karma is being revealed. And then when we get to that Tuesday, and we get to Tuesday afternoon around 3:30, and right when that new moon starts, you can finally feel present with yourself and where you're going. I know like finances have been kind of rough and not that easy. I wouldn't go into any crazy investments right now because things are probably going to get spun over the next 4 or 5 weeks, and we just kind of want to keep everything on the chill zone. And you've got good things to say, you've got good ways of expressing yourself, but it's also like you're really kind of on fire right now and rearing to go. And one of the things is, you've got to continue to challenge yourself physically and do things that help make good karma. Challenge yourself to make good karma. And, it can only get better just with constant patience and effort. Oh, greetings Capricorn, welcome to your horoscope. I mean, you know, Sagittarius time is 12th house period, so this is a time where you experience loss. This is a time when things seem to be falling apart. And it's a really odd time too with, you know, Pluto and Mercury being in your first house. So there's this transformation. Mercury's kind of the trickster planet. It's about to go retrograde. And so it's just sort of like keeping everything pretty chill. I mean, you're good at that. I mean, Jupiter is basically, for most of you, trining your sun sign in Taurus right now in the 5th house. So good relationships with children. You're getting inspiration from your children, your creative projects, your lovers. This is where you're finding inspiration. And ultimately, like, this weekend is like your social magnet. You're meeting people, you're having fun. Older siblings, older friends may help. Okay, well, greetings Aquarius and welcome to your horoscope. I mean, it's kind of weird, like things are really kind of lopsided on this, what we call the eastern side of the chart, and it means that you're doing a lot of work on yourself. There's a lot of space for partnerships and stuff right now, but you really are kind of focusing on working on your own personal karma, working on your finances, and just working on establishing family and friendships, making sure that you look better in the workplace. Like anything involved with workplace, creativity, performance art, this is the weekend for you. So know that it's going to work. The new moon will help you meet powerful new friends. It'll help you financially. It's not a bad deal for the Aquarius. And finally, we're going to land a Pisces here. You know, Saturn in the 1st house and Neptune there as well. I mean, they're not conjoined, so. But here's the deal. Neptune wants spiritual devotion. And, you know, I think the best thing is having compassion, making space. And the words of Jesus, thou should love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, all your soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. So this is the whole of the commandments. So just ultimately, you know, the word good comes out of God. God is good, you know. Byron Katie says, God is reality. So if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe in reality. So like, you want the best reality, you know. And then having a love for yourself, you know, we don't want to hurt ourselves. And so we feel for other people. And so we do things to make other people's lives nice. That's part of the karma equation for Pisces. Now, it's a lot to think about. But this weekend is going to be great for you because, you know, it's another water sign, Scorpio. It can inspire some travel, higher education, better relationship perhaps with the father or with the teachers, and, you know, learning from other cultures, you know, getting out of your normal comfort zone and being rewarded for it. Helping other people because you've been helped. And a lot of times just have faith. Like even when things are bad, you know, like I can't find my keys or whatever it is, just have faith. Okay, I can do it. I'm just going to relax and realize that God can protect me with or without my keys. And that things can go better even with they didn't seem like they were going better before. You know, this new moon is going to help you career-wise. And hopefully we'll be all helping each other better. So don't forget to subscribe to Kozmickev 100. Share it with a friend. I'm really wanting to get up to 1,000 subscribers. We got 800 and something. And I just think you're beautiful people. And I want the best for you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hey. And thank you for your comments. Om Tat Sat.